guys asked me to make it, so I did. This is one of the most tiring videos to make based on the amount of content in this video. Before I start comparing the guns, I'll grade the guns based on its capabilities, its usefulness in the game, means whether it can impact, and its cost. Without further ado, let's get started. First on our pistol list is P250. Well, P250 is a default gun that is available on both sides. By default, it has no cost when you buy it, it's priced 300. An efficient pistol that has 70 bullets dealing decent damage. Problem is that you need to tap the fire button shoot faster. Regardless, it is an effective pistol as you can buy cover around it, providing you advantage. Rating is 7 out of 10. Next is MR96. It is actually a revolver that has only 6 bullets, the lowest of all pistols. This gun will require insane accuracy and good speed control for you to fully unleash its potential. Previously at price 600, it has reduced to 500, making it cheaper. To pros, the only problem is doing one shot, one kill without die. Otherwise, it will be difficult to survive with MR96. Rating is 6.5 out of 10. Next up we have XT445, another pistol that actually deals about the same damage as P250. Although specialized in close range, one can benefit as it has a high rapid rate of fire, giving it an okay 6 out of 10 rating. GSR pistol is one of the best pistols to use and there is a reason for it. In the past it acts as a normal pistol, but as far as I know, they later add a suppressor to the pistol, making it a weapon silencer in the game. Although nowadays it costs more by 150 compared to the past, it is still one of the best pistols throughout the ages when it comes to team fights. It does deal damage higher than P250 and execute an assassin kill, hence the rating is definitely 8 out of 10. This MTX is still one of the worst guns in Critical Ops and definitely one of the worst pistols in the history of the game. What does it do? With 24 bullets it can do damage at only close range at the price of 800, equals to entire starting price money? Why waste this MTX when you can buy other guns? I can guarantee whoever uses this gun would beg you to kill him cause it's really sad and it's useless. Rating is a measly 4 out of 10. The Eagle will be the last on the pistol list, newly added recently about 2 years ago. The Eagle is quite powerful based on damage and shoots quite fast. Like MR96, the main issue is recoil due to immense power and fire rate. I can understand that. Although costly, it can perform best at short range if you control its point. Rating should be 6.5 out of 10. Moving on to shotguns, we only have 3 to talk about. I want to talk about M188-7, aka Winchester for short. It's a shotgun that functions exactly like F96, but at a cheaper price with less ammo. It can one shot one kill when close enough, but with only 5 bullets per round, it makes it more vulnerable. The rating for this is 6 out of 10, I guess. Next is Super 90, an automatic shotgun. The only plus I can tell is it can continuous fire unlike the other 2 shotguns. After all, it is an automatic shotgun. But there are a lot of cons of it. Let me explain. It cannot one shot one kill because the damage is actually too low to do it. It's just too expensive. 2,600 for Super 90 is equivalent to an AK, yet some idiots still went for Super 90 which seems almost no purpose at all. It also reloads too slow. You'll be an easy target if you reload for too long. Rating is a poor 4.5 out of 10. The best shotgun is still F96. At a price of 1,100, it is very effective due to its fast reloading speed, strong burst damage, and more capacity overall compared to M187/Winchester. We know shotguns serve best at short range. But when it comes to second rounds, F96 can play a huge part in comebacks when they really need it. A very useful shotgun will deserve a rating of 7.5 out of 10, in my opinion. Let's proceed to submachine guns. They are not as powerful as assault weapons, but they can do annoying check damage. MP5 will be first to be graded. It is not a good submachine gun in terms of damage and arguably the cheapest submachine gun to buy in rank and defuse matches. Perform best at mid close range. MP5 can be good if you can aim for the edge, but just be careful in dealing opponents with upper end when using submachine guns. 6 out of 10 for this MP5 gun. MP7 will be next. It is more powerful at MP5 but clearly has shorter range than MP5. Although this MP7 is okay, I don't really think this garbage is used that much in my opinion. It's just some garbage submachine gun in my opinion. Only a 5 out of 10 I guess. I'm not sure. You think it's higher? Let me know below. MPX. Oh my god, is it just me or are they mainly too lazy to get a good MP gun? Why this MPX suck? Cost more, don't perform well in mid-range, more like a garbage gun. We don't need these at all. It don't help much in team fights. Rating a measly 5 out of 10. Nothing else. The ooh la la, the best submachine gun in the game. It can perform well close range, same thing for me, and the fastest time to reload a gun taken. The best part, he has a suppressor to flank in silence. One of the best guns at the price of 2000, although only downside is that the bridge can buy it. Regardless, it is an amazing weapon to use, very useful in team fights, and tactically amazing. It's not surprising I give a rating of 8.5 out of 10 for this pack. 90 is somewhat decent, has the highest ammo capacity in one magazine of 50 bullets, pretty accurate and deals annoying damage. Problem is that it is the most expensive SMG at a price of 2200, but still a good and pretty reliable weapon in early rounds. I'm going to say rating of 6.5 for this one. What do you think? Do you think P90 deserve higher or lower? Let me down in the comment section below and I want to hear it. Moving on to assault rifles. These are the guns that are reliable and heavily run on by players. Even I also use assault rifles most of the time. Starting SA58, it is an assault rifle that deals burst damage. In the past I can say it's solid and shoots 4 bullets per burst fire. Now 5 bullets, that's a buff. It makes SA58 one of the best cheap weapons to use and actually is quite effective at the price of 1800. One thing about SA5 which makes it not good is simply burst fire itself. One fire would take 0.5 seconds to fire another burst, giving you disadvantage in 1v1 fights. Regardless, it's a good assault rifle due to its low cost. Rating a solid 7 out of 10. AK is arguably the second best assault weapon to use. With the same amount of ammo like M4, AK deals more damage and helps in bringing advantage in team fights when used correctly. AK is now 100 cheaper compared to the past of 2700. The real issue about AK-47 is the recoil itself. It's powerful, but if you can control its recoil through spray control, you should be fine as long as you don't fire somewhere else when aiming at enemy. AK-7 will recently get a strong rating of 8 out of 10. 4 has just gone from good to average. It got nerfed based on its price from 250 to 2800 currently. Although a rifle with high accuracy, it does not do damage as much as AK-47 does. But I think M4 is a pretty strong weapon to use based on low recoil, a popular choice with those who can't spray control. Based on that nerf, I will give a score of 6.5 out of 10. Sorry. Next up is HK417. Some of you may never use it before, but it's considered a semi-automatic rifle, having the lowest ammo capacity of rifle in critical ops, and deals at a low fire rate. But on the bright side, it's highly accurate and the core is quite low, making HK417 quite easy to control. Although quite costly, it can be a good choice, but usually you don't see people use this gun often. I think only a rating of 6 out of 10. SG-551, a gay weapon or last resort? SG-551 deals strong damage and has high accuracy. The biggest upgrade, the price went down from 3800 to 3000. Well, I mean it's good to use, but people will call this gun gay because it's for those who can't control the gun and stuff like that. But come on, it's actually decent. But stereotypes make it look bad. I don't care. Actually, it's quite good. 6.5 rating. AUG is currently the best assault rifle, if not one of the best guns to use, as one of the 3 guns with a suppressor. In the past, AUG does not have a suppressor when I first used it, but when it did, it got a lot of buff. Now AUG has the highest ammo capacity of all assault rifles with 32 ammo in each magazine. It makes AUG a perfect weapon to kill in all ranges. Low recoil, decent damage, easy control, and a silent killer, all in one gun. AUG is amazing to use, but naturally the price will be quite expensive. But based on its good qualities, AUG is nowadays a game changer and has one of the highest impacts in the game, creating a potential comeback. AUG is only available collection though. Rating is definitely a no doubt 9.10 regardless. Lastly, sniper rifles. While sniper rifles are rifles that do high damage, but fire rate will be low in the process. Sniper rifles are commonly used for support, and using sniper rifles will have higher accuracy. DRG-22, a sniper rifle that deals a decent amount of damage and is cheap, which is the same price as SA5. But here's the thing, despite fast reloading speed, DRG does not have what it takes to count to one shot. Usually it will do a total of 78 damage to an enemy with Kalba. What I'm trying to say is, To make full use of TRG-22, go for the head. Just be careful not to aim too long or you'll be faced first blood. 6 out of 10 for this one. U-Ratio is a strong sniper rifle till now. One of the classic weapons commonly used in the game, especially on one shot, one kill. U-Ratio usually don't disappoint, unless your enemy is really lucky to escape 5 HP. Although costly, a long-range weapon shows great support in teamfight when shooting at long range. And U-Ratio does that. It doesn't disappoint, like I said. So I can guarantee your rating should be a 7.5 out of 10. No hard feelings here. M14. Oh my god, where do I even begin with this? According to a friend of mine, it's actually not a sniper rifle. You can say this rifle is the worst of all weapons. It's useless. Only good thing, can fire non-stop. That was it. Too many cons to talk about. And I can assure you, it is rubbish, not incapable, and simply cannot be relied on. You cannot one-shot. It's so expensive that you can say at a price of 4,800. This is arguably the most expensive gun to purchase, and no doubt the least value gun. It makes you look like an idiot, a complete mess, and no point buying it. Just not the best, just not worth it. Rating, don't even think about it. Minus 30 out of 10. Throw the gun and put it in the incinerator and burn it to shit. Worthless. SPD is now the best sniper rifle to use, and there's a reason for it. SPD can rapid fire when tapped properly through speed. Unlike U-Ratio, SPD can execute double kills faster than U-Ratio in terms of speed. Only costs 200 more than U-Ratio. It can be accurate and yet the recoil may be unbearable for some, so it's a good idea to wait for some time before firing again to fully utilize its potential. SPD is arguably the most powerful one, when used correctly. Rating 8 out of 10. I honestly think that all weapons specialize in different areas. I mean, shotguns specialize in close range, snipers specialize in long range and all that. What I'm saying is that some of the guns actually perform better than others in terms of weapon types. I hope this tutorial can help you to plan properly and move up to the next level. If you want to know more about this weapon, you can check out the website down below in the description. It's a full description of the weapons below. Thank you.